What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Michael, and today we're going to be going over Rush Duel, gameplay information, and all that stuff. Clear definition, keywords, and clear definition, the cost and effects, and the also game balance. So it's 40 to 60 cards. Starting hand is 4. You start at 8,000 life points. Besides the starting hand at 4, it's pretty basic stuff. 3 monster zones, 3 spell and trap card zones. You got a field spell. You got an extra deck. Still graveyard. Still deck. Normal stuff. The traits. So what makes this different besides the field and the hand size? You draw a lot. You draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. Always during your draw phase. If a player has on the first turn player always draws as well. And if you have 5 or more cards in your hand, you still draw 1, and there's no hand summons. You can normal summon as many monsters as you have in your hand, and the phases is start of the duel, draw phase, main phase, battle phase, end phase, and that's it. There's no standby, there's no second main phase, and that's it. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Seems like it's a very fast type of duel. Like they're literally rushing you, and they have their own special cards too. So you can't just so it'll be a little bit harder to break the format. You can't just be like, oh well, this deck only needs this. Next, Seven Road Magician is the ace monster. Also, effect monsters can only use their effect once while they're face up, so that's something to keep in mind. It So level 7 dark spellcaster effect monster, 2100 attack, 1500 defense. Its requirement is you can activate this card by sending the top card of your graveyard deck to the graveyard. Effect gains 300 for each attribute amongst monsters in your graveyard until the end of the turn. So I don't know if you have to if you activate that to summon it, or if you still have the normal rules, or you just you have to normal summon that, and that's its activation requirement for what's it called? Maybe this is one of those things to play a card you have to pay a cost as well. I don't know. It's still a little unclear about what is what. Next up, we got cards from the start from Yuga, which is the main protagonist of the new anime. We already talked about Seven Roads Magician. I like the artwork for this. Windcaster Torna, the level 6 wind spellcaster effect, 1600 attack, 1000 defense. Requirement: send a card from your hand to the graveyard. Effect changes the battle position of an opponent's monster. So normally this card would be bad, but this is Rush Duels, and I don't know if, like I said, I don't know how levels work. I'm going to go on a limb here and say that levels are normal, and to play that card, to play the card, you have to pay the effect as well, and it's kind of to make up for how much you're drawing. So you're still gonna have to tribute 2 monsters and send the top card. I think is what for example, this I think you still tribute once and then send one from your hand, and I think it's because you can normal summon as much as you want. So yeah, next up, level 4, Dark Spellcaster normal monster with 1500 attack, 0 defense. That's it. Doesn't need any more explanation than that. Don't have to pay any. Doesn't have any activation requirements either. So maybe it's to activate the effect for them then, or maybe this is just a staple card for it. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know if to play these to just play this you have to do this, or if that's to activate the effect. Next up is a spell card called Wind Spirit's Blessing. Requirements: send a hand, one card from your hand to the graveyard to activate. Choose one monster you control. If it's a spellcaster, it gains 1000 attack until the end of this turn. Normally, that's not a very good effect, but once again, this is Rush Duels, so maybe different things apply. Next up, that was Rook's starter deck. I'm assuming this is his rival, Yuga's rival. Level 7, Rush Dragon Dragers. Uh, Light Dragon effect, 2500 attack, 1500 defense. Requirements: send the top card of your deck as an activation. This card, during the battle phase, it destroys a monster, can attack once again. Okay, actually, I like this more than I like what's it called? I like this more than the Yuga's boss monster magician. Level 5 normal, 1600 attack, 1100 defense. Rush card, whatever. 1500 normal dragon, rush for Dragolite. 0. It's like the dragon equivalent of that one of the magician we saw. Next up, Dragonic Pressure. Requirement to activate this spell card is send 3 monsters that are dragons from your hand to the graveyard. Destroy all monsters on both sides of the field. If any monsters are destroyed by this effect, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower dragon monster from your graveyard in face-up defense position. Okay. That's not bad. You're drawing 5 a turn anyway, so you can like nuke their board, and then you still get 1 to defend yourself, and then next turn you draw 5 anyway. So yeah, that's not that bad. Anyway, I like so far from what we've seen, I like Rook's cards more. But anyway, that's it for today. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. If you want to send us any cool deck profiles or replays, our email's in the description. You can comment down below and tell me what you think of Rush Duels, and tell me if I got anything wrong about it. And, of course, have a wonderful day.